And a good Wednesday morning to a major political upset in Texas overnight.
President Trump flexing his muscle in a critical race once again. It is May 27th. This is Today. Power of the president. Yet another Trump-backed candidate pulls off a major victory, this time over the senior sitting Republican senator in the Lone Star State.
We just sent a Texas-sized message to Washington.
They've made their decision, and I must respect it.
Four-term Senator John Cornyn soundly defeated by the state's attorney general, boosted by a last-minute endorsement from Trump himself. We'll break down the results, what they say about the president's grip on his party, and why Democrats now see an opportunity in deep red Texas. Deadly disaster. Recovery efforts paused overnight at the scene of a major chemical tank implosion in Washington state.
Recovery and stabilization efforts remain extremely complex due to the ongoing hazards.
At least one person killed, others rushed to the hospital, and this morning, at least 9 people remain unaccounted for. We'll have the very latest. Still spreading, a new spike in Ebola cases in Central Africa, with fears this could become the deadliest outbreak on record. U.S. officials reportedly set to send exposed Americans to Kenya instead of bringing them home. Inside that controversial decision and where the race to stop the outbreak stands now. To the moon, NASA unveils its next steps to build a permanent base on the lunar surface.
We're in the business of expanding our horizons, doing the near impossible.
A critical step in that journey now set to begin in just a few months, and we'll have all the details. Those stories, plus summer struggle.
I've basically dedicated this entire day to finding a job. Nobody's hiring.
Teenagers facing the toughest job market in nearly 80 years. Just ahead, why work has become so hard to find this summer and what your teen can do about it. And the sound of thunder.
Step back triple. Come on!
Oklahoma City defeats San Antonio in a pivotal Game 5. Now, just one win away from a historic showdown with the Knicks in the NBA Finals. Today, Wednesday, May 27th, 2026.
From NBC News, this is Today with Savannah Guthrie and Craig Melvin. From Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
Hi, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to Today. Nice to have you with us on a Wednesday morning. Okay, do your basketball thing.
Well, I mean, listen, it's a very good morning for OKC fans, the reigning NBA champs. One win away now from going back to the championship. Game 6 Thursday night. Here's the thing. I mean, yeah, the Knicks are on a roll. The Thunder have only lost 2 games in the postseason, too. So
they may be rolling to the finals before we know it.
Right over to MSG if we're lucky. More highlights in just a bit from that game. First, our top story this morning, that stunning political upset in Texas overnight.
Yeah, the state's attorney general, Ken Paxton, pulled off a surprise win and secured the Republican Senate nomination. His campaign was lifted by an endorsement from President Trump in the final days of the race.
Take a look here. Paxton defeated longtime incumbent Senator John Cornyn by more than 25 points. That blowout cementing the president's grip on the Republican base heading into those critical midterm elections.
We're going to have the latest reaction from the White House in a moment, but let's get started with NBC's Ryan Chandler in the state capital of Austin this morning. Ryan, good morning to you.
Savannah, good morning to you. This primary alone cost some $130 million. Most of that went towards supporting Senator John Cornyn, but Ken Paxton proved once again last night that the most valuable currency in Republican politics is the support of President Trump. And yesterday, we sat down with Senator Cornyn here in Austin as he reflected on what his loss means for a party he's helped to build for the last 40 years. Overnight, President Trump's pick toppling another sitting Republican senator, setting the table for a record-setting duel in Texas.
Tonight, we just sent a Texas-sized message to Washington.
State Attorney General Ken Paxton's resounding win in the Texas Republican Senate primary, ending the 4-decade career of senior Senator John Cornyn.
I've said throughout this race that I trust the voters of Texas, and they've made their decision, and I must respect it.
Paxton calling the president's backing critical to his victory.
When everyone in Washington told him to abandon me and abandon the people of Texas, he didn't listen. His endorsement in this is the most powerful force in politics.
Trump had called Paxton a, quote, true MAGA warrior and said Cornyn was, quote, not supportive of me when times were tough. Cornyn is now the second incumbent GOP senator to fall to a Trump-endorsed challenger, setting up a bruising battle between Paxton and Democratic nominee James Tallarico this fall, with the two trading attacks overnight.
My opponent is the most extreme radical the Democrats have ever nominated.
The most corrupt politician in America just became the Republican nominee for the United States Senate.
Paxton has fought legal and ethical challenges for years, impeached on charges of corruption and bribery in 2023, but later acquitted in the state Senate. He's also facing a high-profile divorce from state Senator Angela Paxton on what she called, quote, biblical grounds. Democrats now see a real chance to win a statewide Texas seat for the first time this century in what could be the most expensive Senate race ever. We sat down with Cornyn before his defeat, with the senator warning Paxton could jeopardize the GOP's grip on the state.
I've spent most of my adult career trying to build the Republican Party in Texas to what it is today, but a scandal-ridden candidate like Ken Paxton, with all the baggage that he brings, puts all that at risk.
Now, still, Senator Cornyn reiterated he does intend to support the Republican nominee, telling us that this is going to be a bruising fight ahead, and he expects his party to unify ahead of November. Savannah.
All right, Ryan, thank you.
All right, for more on those results and the president's reaction, let's bring in NBC's chief White House correspondent, Garrett Haig. Garrett, good morning to you. Walk us through how such a senior Republican senator, he'd been in the upper chamber since 2003, four-term senator, he loses this race, not by a close margin. What does that tell you about President Trump's grip on the party at large?
Yeah, Craig, for Texans, this would have once been unthinkable. I mean, John Cornyn has been an institution in Texas politics. He was elected to his first office in the Lone Star State before I was even born. But last night's results proved once again that this is Donald Trump's party right now. His candidates went 4-0 in contested runoffs last night. But I think what's interesting here is that the trend we've been seeing the last couple of weeks here is that the president's hold on the base of the party may actually be making his grip on the Senate here in Washington weaker. From now till next January, he now has to deal with an upper chamber that has 3 members now that he either endorsed against or helped push out, and others who were openly frustrated with his heavy-handed tactics against their colleagues. The bottom line here is I think it's going to be much harder to get much of anything passed in the Republican-controlled Senate the rest of this year.
Well, Garrett, now I have 2 questions. Number one, how old are you? We got to get into that in a second. But let's talk about the political issue. Democrats, of course, now see an opportunity, potentially. They've got James Tallarico, who will be running against Paxton. What are the realistic chances in the general election? We have seen Democrats fall in love before and think that possibly they could turn this red Senate seat blue.
I'm older than James Tallarico, I'll say that. Look, Democrats see him as their best chance to win in decades, but that's not saying much. No Democrat has won statewide in Texas since the early 1990s, and Tallarico will still have a very steep hill to climb if he's going to reverse that. But there has been some polling. There was an April University of Texas poll that shows Tallarico actually leading Paxton by 8 points, but there are a lot of undecideds left in that race, and I think the key here is where do those moderate Republican Cornyn-style voters end up? Do they hold their noses on all those Paxton personal issues that Ryan laid out and vote for him because he's a Republican? Or do they roll the dice on Tallarico, who's been talking and posting about the idea that Cornyn supporters are welcome in his campaign and highlighting issues on which he's breaking from national Democrats, things like the border? I won't make any predictions except that this will be expensive. Both parties are going to plow money into Texas, probably make this the most expensive Senate race in history.
Well, a lot on the line there, Garrett. Thank you. Also this morning, we are learning more about that deadly chemical disaster at a packing plant in Washington. The scene of a tank implosion is still so unstable this morning that the search for more victims had to be paused overnight. NBC's Morgan Chesky has the latest now on this. Morgan, good morning.
Yeah, Savannah, good morning. And search and recovery teams are headed back out to comb through that site after a routine workday ended in an early morning tragedy here. Authorities say many employees were taken to a nearby hospital with critical injuries, and this morning, many more are still unaccounted for.
This morning, multiple workers still missing after a deadly implosion in Washington state.
3401 Industrial Way at Nippon for a hazmat burn. Reporting that a tank imploded.
Now a mass recovery effort underway from first responders.
It looks like there's 3 people with a chemical burn.
The now destroyed tank at a paper plant holding nearly 1 million gallons of hazardous liquid before rupturing, leaving at least 1 person dead and several more critically injured, including with chemical burns on site. The cause of the accident remains unknown.
Operations, they remain focused on safely accessing all affected areas of the facility, recovering victims, and supporting impacted families while ensuring responder safety. Due to the instability of the site.
Yesterday, community members paying tribute to the victims, including grandfather and electrician Gilbert Bernal.
It's a big loss for their family because of Gilbert, the way he lived his life, the way he loved his family.
It's the latest toxic scare on the West Coast this week, after crews raced to contain another possible tank explosion in Orange County, California, with fears about toxic chemicals spreading. Overnight, officials confirming that threat has since been contained and lifted an evacuation order for tens of thousands. While in Washington, the community still on edge and coming together to mourn.
I had a few tears at this vigil. Really a most tragic thing that's ever happened in Longview in my lifetime, and I've been here 71 years.
And local authorities say the priority this morning is to stabilize any of those chemicals that remain inside that tank so they can continue their recovery operations. And they also stress that some first responders on the scene may have family and friends who are among the missing. So this will likely be an emotional mission here. Savannah.
All right, Morgan Chesky, thank you.
Another major story we're following, new tensions between the U.S. and Iran, further jeopardizing that fragile ceasefire, also potentially threatening to derail the push to end the war. NBC's chief foreign correspondent Richard Engel joins us now from Jerusalem. Richard, good morning.
Good morning, Craig. We've been in this situation for some time now, with peace talks that have been on and off and hopes rising and falling that this war will finally come to an end. But now we do seem to be entering into a crunch time. Negotiators have left Qatar, and this entire region is waiting to hear the outcome of President Trump's wider cabinet meeting today at the White House on Iran. Iran released new footage overnight of what it claims are its air defenses firing at American drones and a fighter jet in an incident that nearly broke the fragile ceasefire with Washington. It is impossible to independently verify what this state media footage shows or when it was from. Iran's president described it as a military victory for Iran, while the U.S. said it responded with strikes. The escalation coming as delicate negotiations on the war are ongoing. Trump administration officials say a framework deal could be reached perhaps this week. A U.S. official tells NBC News the framework would see the ceasefire extended for 60 days, open the Strait of Hormuz, and initiate talks on Iran's nuclear program. But nothing seems set in stone. Vice President J.D. Vance telling NBC News in a new interview that he is, quote, extremely hopeful that a deal would include Iran's agreement not to develop a nuclear weapon, but says a more difficult question is having the confidence that Iran won't violate the deal in the future. The deal is also facing last-minute resistance from members of the Israeli government, who worry it won't limit Iran's missile program or its support for militias in the Middle East. While an Iranian official this morning said the agreement would also stop the war in Lebanon, Prime Minister Netanyahu says he plans to intensify Israel's military campaign against Hezbollah in Lebanon, where a U.S.-backed ceasefire is not being respected by either side. And fighting in Lebanon is already intensifying, with the Lebanese Ministry of Health just today saying that at least 31 people have been killed by recent Israeli strikes. Craig?
Our chief foreign correspondent Richard Engel for us there in Jerusalem. Richard, thank you.
There are new developments overnight with the Ebola outbreak in Central Africa, already one of the largest on record. And now the U.S. is reportedly planning to send Americans exposed to the deadly virus to Kenya, rather than bringing them home for monitoring. NBC's Molly Hunter picks it up from there. Molly, good morning.
Savannah, good morning to you. So that's right. Reports this morning that the Trump administration is preparing to build a specialty facility in Kenya that will treat affected Americans there in the region. And it's a break from what the U.S. government has done during past outbreaks. Typically, the U.S. government has evacuated Americans back to the States to receive treatment at some of the world's leading biocontainment facilities back home. Take a look.
This morning, fears about the Ebola outbreak are growing as cases in the Democratic Republic of Congo are surging, surpassing 1,000.
Communities are afraid. People are dying. They are looking for support. There are a lot of rumors that are circulating, infodemic everywhere.
The WHO is expanding its outreach, sharing information about how the virus is spread. We're raising awareness to prevent the worst, this woman says, carrying a megaphone through this refugee camp. But how are we supposed to protect ourselves, another woman asks. We don't even have soap. As the international response ramps up, the New York Times reports the Trump administration plans to send Americans exposed to Ebola to Kenya rather than bringing them back to the U.S., citing 3 people with knowledge of the plans. The Times reporting that public health service officers are now being trained to deploy to Kenya. In past Ebola outbreaks, like back in 2014, infected Americans were flown home for treatment in specialized medical units. During that outbreak, some patients were treated at the same Nebraska facility, now monitoring Americans exposed to hantavirus on a cruise ship earlier this month. The U.S. has already evacuated 2 American doctors from the DRC to Europe. Dr. Patrick LaRochelle, who was flown to Prague, told The Washington Post he speaks with his colleague Dr. Peter Stafford regularly, who's receiving treatment in Berlin, and adds he's doing, quote, a lot better. Dr. LaRochelle, who's still asymptomatic, also said he felt proud to be an American when he was safely evacuated, adding what hurts is knowing that is not available to the vast majority of people, and certainly not to my friends in Congo.
And starting this morning back in North America, Canada has imposed a travel ban on residents from the DRC, Uganda, and South Sudan for the next 90 days. It's a temporary measure, according to the government, and Canadian citizens who have been in the region will now have to quarantine for 21 days starting this week. Savannah?
Molly Hunter, thank you very much.
Well, now to the NBA and the Western Conference Finals. The Oklahoma City Thunder are back in the driver's seat after that big win over the Spurs.
Rough, tough, thick, and physical. McCain had his arm. Oh! In Fox's arm, and he scored anyway!
Yeah, he did. The Thunder were going to win that thing 127 to 114. They now lead the series 3 games to 2. Game 6 tomorrow night. Back in San Antonio. And of course, you can catch that game right here on NBC and streaming, of course, on Peacock. One other note, tickets for Game 3 of the NBA Finals here at Madison Square Garden, they're already selling on the secondary market for as much as $97,000.
Wow.
It'll cost you at least $3,300 for a ticket in the nosebleed section.
So you've had your last game at Madison Square Garden for the year.
I have.
That was your birthday.
That was my birthday. That was my Christmas. That was also my children's freshman year of college.
Yeah, I was going to say, and it wasn't $97,000.
No, it was not.
No, that's Roker money. Al's down there in Orlando this morning. Right, Al? Good morning.
Yeah, that's right. It's my Roker money after I actually sell Craig's car.
Well played. Well played.
Thank you. By the way, every time we get a chance, we should be playing Round Ball Rock whenever we have the highlights there. Well, good morning, everybody here from Universal Orlando. We'll talk about why we're here in a little bit. But let's show you what's going on as far as your weather's concerned. We're kind of stuck in this pattern. It's an atmospheric roadblock, low pressure over Canada, some low pressure over the southern part of the country, and high pressure on the Canadian-U.S. border. That means we got a stalled pattern. New England this weekend, cool with rounds of showers. Northern Plains, summer-like temperatures. In the south, continued rain and a flood threat. And it's going to be chilly with a late season system in California. Flood warnings now, southern Texas. Flood warnings, the lower Mississippi watches. Flood watches also up into the upper Ohio River Valley. And this afternoon, we've got a severe threat for strong winds, low hail risk, low tornado risk. So that's good news. But when all is said and done, we're looking at some heavy rain in the lower Gulf with rainfall rates of anywhere from 2 to 3 inches per hour. We're going to get to your local forecast coming up in the next 30 seconds.
Back at 7:30 with a look there at our lively midweek plaza crowd on this Wednesday morning. Can't wait to get outside, join those folks for a little plaza celebration. Mr. Daly brought the party to the desk. Welcome, sir.
It's warming up nice out there, though.
Oh, is it already?
Yeah, it's going to be beautiful, beautiful day. So we're looking forward to that. We'll go out and say hi to everybody soon enough. But first, we got a busy half hour here, starting with some exciting reveals from NASA.
I know, we all love the Artemis 2 mission, and fresh off that success, the space agency is moving full throttle ahead with its ambitious plan to establish a permanent presence on the moon. It includes sending critical equipment later this year. Let's ask Tom Costello, hopefully an espresso machine.
Tom Costello standing by for us because, of course, Tom covers all things space. Tom, good morning. This looks pretty cool.
Oh, my gosh, you guys. I mean, this is a time to geek out, right? Because as early as this fall, just months away, NASA plans to launch the first of dozens of robotic missions to send landers and rovers to the moon, testing navigation and communication systems to see what works there and what doesn't. And NASA is hoping to have a permanent outpost with astronauts. Are you ready for this? They want to have them there on the moon in 5 to 6 years, and then Mars.
We are really just getting started.
For NASA, a giant leap in the modern space race. The agency rolling out its aggressive plan to set up a permanent presence on the moon.
We envision the moon base to be hundreds of square miles.
A base that, along with housing astronauts, will include lunar vehicles to explore and both solar and nuclear power stations.
We're in the business of expanding our horizons, doing the near impossible.
NASA plans to build out in 3 phases, with the first robotics set to land on the moon starting this year. Using a lander from Blue Origin, NASA will deliver rovers and drones contracted from other private companies. That mission will scout landing sites near the lunar South Pole, where NASA believes there may be water ice. By 2029, the actual base will start to take shape, with the first astronauts set to live and work on the moon by 2032.
We want to learn, we want to experiment, and we're going to build on the knowledge.
Among the challenges for a permanent human presence on the moon, exposure to radiation, temperatures that can vary dramatically, and micrometeorites constantly raining down.
The crew health is always, their safety is our #1 concern.
NASA Administrator Jared Isaacman says the ultimate goal actually is far beyond Earth and the moon.
That will be necessary for when we send astronauts to Mars, plant the stars and stripes, build the outpost there, and then be able to bring them back home safely to tell us about it.
The ambitious new timeline coming just weeks after the Artemis 2 crew returned from their record-setting flyby.
There is a nice crater right at the South Pole.
Mission specialist Christina Cook shared on Today that their journey and future NASA missions are all part of answering a more existential question: could there be life outside of our own planet?
Going back to the moon, taking what we learned there to learn about how all solar systems form, going to Mars where we might find evidence of past life in our own. It's pretty exciting stuff.
Exciting stuff, to be sure. Hey, Tom, so we know that SpaceX has been working closely with NASA in recent years. They were not mentioned in these latest plans, though. Do we know why?
Yeah, listen, SpaceX is NASA's biggest commercial contractor. Its rockets are the primary way of getting crews to the space station. NASA has given its arch competitor, Blue Origin, a lunar lander contract. SpaceX could still probably receive some sort of a contract, but it needs to master its massive Starship rocket. And as you know, that's the most powerful ever built. Both SpaceX and Blue Origin want to be part of and are vying to be part of the upcoming Artemis 3 mission, when astronauts will test rendezvous and docking with the landers in low Earth orbit, and then Artemis 4 astronauts will land on the moon in 2028. Guys, I just want to underscore something from that spot you just heard. Did you hear the comment from the NASA administrator, deputy administrator? They're talking about this moon base being hundreds of square miles on the moon. This is massive.
Yeah.
And the plans to build out a whole, essentially a city with nuclear power are really quite ambitious.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
I know it is.
What do you think goes for, Starbucks or Chipotle?
I know, that's what I'm thinking too.
I think you gotta have them both at the same time.
Tom giving us a pop quiz. I have to tell you, like, I got a little nervous, like in school. It's like, were y'all listening?
Right.
We were, Tom.
We were listening.
We always listen
It's
to you.
massive and it's exciting.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Tom, thanks so much. Coming up, guys, we got major Olympic news to tell you about. Just wait until you hear what's about to replace a century-old event during the LA 28 Games.
But first, a major struggle for a lot of teenagers this summer. summer getting that job. Jesse Kirsch looking at why it is such a tough environment out there. Hi, Jesse.
Hey, Savannah, some of those classic summer gigs appear to be drying up this year. What that says about the broader economy and where the bright spots still are right after this.
We're back, coming up on 7:40 now this morning on In Depth today. Some disappointing news for teenagers and certainly their parents as well.
Yeah, this summer, a lot of teenagers looking to make some extra cash are having a very hard time finding a job, like any job.
NBC's Jesse Kirsch has a look at why that is, what families can do about it. Jesse, good morning.
Guys, good morning. Not all hope is lost, don't worry. For so many of us, a teenage summer job was a rite of passage. But experts say interest has been dropping over the years. And right now, even if a teen does want a job, the number of options is approaching a historic low. But if you are a teenager looking for a job, there are signs of hope, too.
This morning, tens of millions of American teenagers likely have the same thing top of mind: summer break. And for some, no school means it's time to roll up their sleeves.
When can you start? I don't know. How about a week from Monday? How about, like, tonight?
But right now, those sought-after summer jobs are a lot harder to find.
I've basically dedicated this entire day to finding a job. Nobody's hiring.
Teenagers are expected to fill 790,000 available jobs from May to July, according to outplacement firm Challenger Gray and Christmas. That would be an 11,000 job drop from last year, marking the lowest teenage summer hiring total since the Bureau of Labor Statistics began tracking the data 78 years ago.
We have a combination of inflation, but also an unexpected rise in gas prices. Whenever sort of those prices rise up, consumers start to think twice about spending on entertainment or leisure activities.
The Wall Street Journal noting that employers in the entertainment and leisure sector plan to fill 70% fewer roles than last year. That means fewer gigs at the movie theater, theme parks, and ice cream shops.
The first job or summer job for a young person is a rite of passage. It's an opportunity for them to take a step into adulthood, to meet other people, to practice their communication skills.
Of course, some teenagers may want to kick back for those sacred summer months.
Why don't you get a job, Spicoli? What for?
But for any teen in the market for work, there's still at least one summer gig seeing a surge in demand this year: lifeguarding, posting spiking almost 80% year over year, according to Indeed.
And it's important to note, just because your teen does not have a summer job in the traditional sense, that doesn't mean you're automatically in trouble, right? Experts point out kids today have extracurriculars, internships, they're prepping for college. Some of them are even making money as content creators. So there's no one size fits all for making some cash and learning something new over the summer. But I do have to say, guys, in my personal opinion, it is tough to beat getting the company discount on a waffle cone all summer long.
That was your first job, Jesse? You worked at the ice cream shop?
No, my first job actually was refereeing soccer, apropos with what we have coming up just a couple of weeks from now.
Oh, nice.
That's a cool first
That
job.
is a good
What was
one.
your first job?
I would cut grass. I cut grass in my neighborhood, and oftentimes I would bite off more than I can chew, and my dad would have to come and help me out on his way to work.
Oh.
That was my first real summer
That's
job.
a good gig.
How about
I
you?
bagged groceries at Fireside Market.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Caddied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
What about you, Lester?
Did you work?
Yeah, I worked since I was 14. I worked at a Greek restaurant, bussing tables. I worked at a cookie store one summer and gained like 15 pounds. I may have been eating some of the inventory, and it showed. Yeah.
Al Roker, Al, what was your first job? Al's down in Orlando for us.
My first real job, I worked at A to Z Vending, which was right across the street from my high school, filling boxes with goodies to go off to offices. And for an overweight high school student, it was a perfect job. Yeah,
I can relate. Yeah.
Not anymore.
One for them, one for me.
Exactly.
One for them, one for me. All right. Thanks, guys. All right, let's show you what we've got going on for today. Temperatures going to be nice and toasty throughout the northern plains, but a little on the chilly side through California, where we got a storm system coming in. San Bernardino, Reno, all below average, but Billings, Fargo, Fort Wayne, New York City, 84 degrees today. Tomorrow, New York's going to still be in the upper 70s. Green Bay, 72. Sioux Falls, you're 90. Look at Vegas, 83 degrees. That's 10 degrees below average. But then temperatures really warm up as you get into the weekend. Billings will be into the upper 90s on Friday. Minneapolis, the mid to upper 80s. Chicago, you'll be in the low to mid 80s. And then as we move into this weekend in New England, mid 60s for Boston. Nashville, you'll see temperatures in the 70s. And a beautiful weekend is looking like in Detroit with temperatures in the mid 70s as well. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods. All right, that's your latest weather. A little bit later, we're going to be telling you about a new dish coming to the Today Cafe via One Carson Daly.
Oh, yes.
A new dish.
I'm so honored. This is like my star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
It is. It's very exciting.
To get a dish at the Today Cafe. But yeah, we'll tell you at about 8:30 for that. Uncle Al, thank you. I do have a Pop Start sneak peek for you now. If you guys are ready, we're going to do it. For almost 20 years, an action-packed competition show has kept us on our seats, and now it's making its way to the Olympic stage.
This is the slower option. It can eat up a lot of time.
He's got to be very efficient here. He's got 40 seconds to complete it.
The trick here on the fly hooks, you got to kick that ring up, launch himself high into the net.
You got it.
And he's done it. Josiah Singleton's going to be our first finisher of the night.
That's right, everybody. Ninja Warrior obstacle courses are heading to the LA Olympics in 2028. Event organizers hashed out a deal with the show's original creators to incorporate the course designs into the modern pentathlon event. Obstacle racing is going to replace the horse jumping in the multi-sport event, where athletes also compete in fencing, swimming, laser pistol shooting, and running.
All right, so it's modernizing the pentathlon.
Right. Feels like also like Team America should have a bit of an advantage there too.
Right,
You'd think.
Get Mighty KC to hit the Olympic stage.
Okay, well, we got more Pop Start on the way, but first, Jenna's in the house with a must-see morning boost.
You don't want to miss this one. It's an incredible update on a recent boost that featured one young fan's love of Taylor Swift. Right after this.
We are back, 7:51. Perfect time for a boost, don't you think?
I think it is the perfect time, okay? And this one's extra special because we have a sweet update on a boost we shared with you 2 weeks ago. Remember when a young girl wrote this note to her next door neighbor?
Oh, yeah.
She said this: I heard you playing the guitar. I wanted to know if you can play Taylor Swift. She then folded it into a paper airplane, sent it over the fence, leading to this adorable jam session.
Baby, please don't go. And I said, Romeo, take me somewhere you can be with me. I'll be waiting. All you have to do is walk.
Which one?
Even Shazam can't get that that's a Taylor song, but go ahead.
Okay, well, Taylor got that it was a Taylor song. She herself saw that viral video and sent them both signed guitars and handwritten notes. Part of Taylor's letter to that young girl reads this: you brought the biggest smile to my face. I'm sending you your own guitar in case you ever want to learn too. And that's so sweet.
That's awesome.
That's pretty awesome.
So there may be more duets. Big Carson.
Or the girl just wrote a note and said, can you please play Olivia Rodrigo, and threw that one over. Trying to get a little collection of guitars going.
Zara Larson.
Exactly. All right. Look who's over here. Gwyneth Paltrow. Good morning, Gwyneth. She's back in New York, where she grew up, for a full circle moment for the Goop Empire. She's going to tell us about it. It's an empire, right?
Not quite.
Okay, well, we're going to do some cooking, too, after your local news and weather.
It's an empire.
It's 8 o'clock on Today. Coming up, stunning victory. Another one of President Trump's picks securing a major win in the closely watched Republican Senate primary runoff in Texas.
We just sent a Texas-sized message to Washington.
We're live with the very latest. Then, facing the judge this morning, the last of the defendants involved in Matthew Perry's death set to be sentenced. The latest on the hearing for the actor's personal assistant and the final act of closure for his family. Then, Gwyneth Paltrow live.
Let's get the show on the road.
The legendary actress dishing on her brand new Goop kitchen and the many other projects she's cooking up. All that plus Bad Bunny's new gig. Dutton Ranch dominates.
Welcome to Texas, honey.
and off campus's A+ debut.
So what, I hope you study and you play my fake boyfriend?
It's all ahead in Pop Start today, Wednesday, May 27th, 2026.
It's gonna be a good girls trip from McFarland, Wisconsin. Hi to my brother Skipper in North Carolina. From Delphus, Ohio. Today's my birthday. Just graduated from Madison Central High School in Mississippi. Visiting the plaza from Scottsdale, Arizona.
St. Louis, Missouri. Troy, Alabama.
And Shawnee, Oklahoma.
Shout out to my cousin. We love you, Stacy. Love to our grandchildren in Colorado.
Visiting today at Richard Bay College
in Phillipsburg, Virginia.
Welcome back to Today. Nice to have you along with us. It's a Wednesday morning. Happy crowd out there. Nice and sunny and warm and a good spring day.
Yes, we see you, Richard Blaine College. We'll be outside in just a few moments to say hello. Looking ahead, by the way, to tomorrow, something that all families need to see. Olympic legend Bodie Miller and his wife Morgan, who lost their 19-month-old daughter in an accidental drowning. They're going to both be here with an important message on summer water and pool safety. A timely message for you tomorrow.
But we are going to get to your news at 8 o'clock, and we'll start with that stunning political upset in Texas overnight. Four-term Senator John Cornyn soundly defeated by the state's Attorney General Ken Paxton, who was boosted by a last-minute endorsement from President Trump. NBC's Garrett Hake at the White House this morning with a closer look at the implications of this race. Garrett, good morning.
Hey, Savannah, good morning. Yeah, the big story of the runoff last night is that Ken Paxton upset win over incumbent Senator John Cornyn, who had really been an institution in Texas politics for decades. But Paxton, who'd been dogged by an impeachment, an indictment, and a messy divorce, overcame GOP concerns about his candidacy with the help of that late endorsement from President Trump. The president congratulating Paxton in a post this morning and vowing to host rallies for him in the fall. Now, Paxton's win sets up what will be a massively expensive and perhaps pivotal Senate race this fall against Democrat James Tallarico. Early polling shows this could be Democrats' best chance to win a statewide race in Texas in decades. Also last night, we saw the impact of redistricting with two sitting Democratic lawmakers forced into a runoff against each other. The changing of the guard moment in the Houston area, longtime Democratic lawmaker Al Green lost his runoff with Christian Menifee, nearly 40 years his junior. Savannah?
All right, Garrett, thank you very much.
Well, this morning, Matthew Perry's live-in assistant is set to be sentenced for administering the dose of ketamine that killed the Friends actor back in 2023. He is the last of the defendants to be sentenced in the case. Camila Bernal is in Los Angeles with more on this. Camila, good morning.
Hey, Craig, good morning. This will be the last and likely the most difficult hearing for Matthew Perry's family. They have known his personal assistant, Kenneth Iwamasa, for 25 years. He even spoke at the funeral. They say they trusted him to help Perry in his fight against addiction, and instead it was Perry who paid the price. This morning, the final sentencing over the death of Matthew Perry as his family pushes for accountability.
We miss Matthew dreadfully, of course.
And fans mourn the beloved Friends star.
I'm not great at the advice. Can I interest you in a sarcastic comment?
Today, Kenneth Iwamasa, Perry's personal assistant, will face a judge in Los Angeles. Iwamasa pleaded guilty to conspiracy to distribute ketamine causing death as part of a plea deal. The prosecution now asking for 41 months, saying that rather than help Mr. Perry maintain sobriety, Iwamasa became his enabler and drug supplier. Documents show that on the night Perry died, Iwamasa, who was making $150,000 a year as Perry's assistant, injected Perry with the fatal dose of ketamine, prepared the jacuzzi, and left the house to run errands, later returning to find him dead. Then, according to prosecutors, he cleaned up the scene, deleted digital evidence, and lied to investigators to cover his crimes. Iwamasa was the first of 5 defendants to plead guilty and cooperate with authorities, helping them in the investigation against the others, including 2 doctors. The defendants receiving sentences ranging from 3 years probation to the 180 months given to the so-called ketamine queen. But it's Iwamasa who Perry's family said they feel betrayed by. His mom writing to the judge, Matthew trusted Kenny. We trusted Kenny. Kenny's most important job, by far, was to be my son's companion and guardian in his fight against addiction. And the importance of that support, a sentiment the family had previously shared with Savannah.
When people are leaving a recovery center, we want to take them by the hand and help them get through that time until their brain is finally able once again to say, yeah, I'm okay.
And Iwamosa's defense saying that Iwamasa was an employee and that he acted at Perry's direction rather than his own discretion. But prosecutors argue that when he was hired, he was aware of Perry's struggles with addiction and could have called family members or medical professionals for help. Craig.
Camila Bernal for us there. Camila, thank you.
Got some breaking news this morning from Southeast Asia. 5 villagers stuck in a flooded cave in Laos for more than a week have been found alive. 2 others are still missing. Those villagers entered the cave on May 19th, but heavy rain triggered flash flooding. It blocked the exit, trapped 7 people. That set off a huge rescue effort. So some good news there this morning. 5 villagers found.
Here's some more good news for you. How about a great surprise for a beloved member of our NBC family? Mike Tirico has won his first Emmy for his work as the voice of Sunday Night Football. And get this, he found out live on the air last night during the Thunder Spurs game.
Just want to tell you, we're amongst greatness right now. And you want me to tell you why? Why? Because our friend here just won an Emmy for National Play-by-Play.
Thank you.
Congratulations, your first Emmy. And it's an honor for Jamal and I to be alongside you. But congratulations, my friend.
It's an honor for all of us to call him a friend and a colleague. Mike officially won for Outstanding Sports Personality, Play-by-Play. He's previously taken home 2 other Emmys for different programs in the host category. But you talk about well-deserved,
Oh, yeah. I think he's the best broadcaster I've ever worked with. And for him to be surprised during the broadcast almost never happens.
Right,
So good on the team for pulling it off. And congrats to Mike. We love you.
Yes, the gold standard indeed. Mr. Daly, what you working on, buddy?
You know what Emmy means? What? On his way to EGOT.
Oh,
I wouldn't put it past him. He's that talented. Congratulations, Mike. All right, guys, coming up on Pop Start, if you're in the mood for a loaded one, it is on the way, including the huge music star that's joining the Toy Story 5 family. We'll tell you what we know coming up.
All right, but first, we're going to go one-on-one with the one and only Gwyneth Paltrow. She's going to share the many projects keeping her busy these days, from Hollywood to her hands-on approach at the new Goop Kitchen right here in New York City. We'll be right back with Gwyneth. We are back 8:14 with the multi-talented Gwyneth Paltrow. She's an Oscar winner. She's also the founder and CEO of the lifestyle brand Goop. A few years ago, she added a health-focused takeout business called Goop Kitchen. It has 14 locations in California. And now we are pleased to announce right here the very first Goop Kitchen opening here in New York. Good morning, Gwyneth.
Good morning, Savannah.
I have been hearing about Goop Kitchen on the West Coast for so long, and I always wondered, are you ever going to bring it to New York? And here you are.
And here we are.
So tell me about it. For people that aren't familiar with it, it's not fast food.
No.
But it's fast. And it's takeout. You order takeout. It's not a restaurant. It's takeout.
Right. So it's engineered for takeout and pickup and delivery only. And when I say engineered, like we engineered the packaging for that. And every time we tasted something, we put it in the back of a car for 45 minutes to make sure that it arrived still tasting great. And you know, I always say that food is the quickest way to feel better and to look better. And of course, now every doctor in America will tell you that. And so we developed this really, really delicious, very healthy suite of items that are gluten-free and peanut-free, allergen-free. You can make them vegan, you can make them dairy-free. And I'm just really proud of it because it tastes so good and we're delivering, you know, health and wellness.
You know, I was 0% surprised to find out how involved you are with this. You just told us that you guys, your team like drives around with it so you know it still tastes good if you have to be in traffic for 45 minutes.
Exactly.
I also heard that your team, I don't know about you, but your team tested 200 different types of pepperoni. Is that true?
It is true.
Who knew that there were 200 types of pepperoni?
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. But you would be surprised. You know, there are certain pepperonis have a lot of junk in it that, like, moms would not be happy feeding their kids, and our pizza has the cleanest, best pepperoni that you can get.
So what's the next, like, now you're coming to New York, and maybe you'll expand in New York. I mean, it's like, do you see this as a national play at some point?
I would love it to be. I think, you know, the food is so good. And what makes me so happy always is, you know, when you see sort of like goop skeptical, like men, you know, like, what is this? Yeah. And then they love it and order it. I think it has very, very broad appeal because it's just so delicious.
You get the guys in for the delicious food, and then you turn to their skincare, right?
Yes, exactly.
They need a little zhuzh, a little something. So, gosh, it's been a few years since I interviewed you, but I remember asking you about acting, and you didn't say, I'm not going to act anymore, but it was like on the back burner.
Yeah.
Now it is back on the front burner.
A little bit.
Yeah, so you were in Marty Supreme, Oscar-nominated role. Mm-hmm. What drew you back in?
You know, it was very good timing for me. I put acting on the back burner largely because I was a single mom and I was raising, you know, 2 kids, and a lot of times doing a film can take you away from home for months, weeks and months at a time, and you know, hours are not like that friendly for taking someone to school or picking them up. Yeah. So I kind of put it on the back burner, and I was focusing on my business, and then everybody abandoned me and went to college.
I know, you're an empty nester now.
Yep, as they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
But then it was just beautiful timing. This opportunity came up, and Josh Safdie is the most incredible filmmaker, and so I jumped back in with 2 feet, and I had the best time.
What is it like being an empty nester? I mean, Apple's graduated.
She just graduated 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
My stepdaughter graduated last weekend.
I mean, they're all leaving
They're kind of off to the races. You know, it's really hard.
Yeah.
I really struggled when they all went, and then I thought, okay, I'm good. And then in September again, I like kind of fell off a cliff for the second time. But now I feel like, you know, it's what you want to happen. It's what you hope will happen, that they go off to their next phase of life and find their people. But it's hard as a mother. It's like you have to reorient around what's, you know, because you're so focused on the kids and their schedules and their emotional health.
It's like the final act of selflessness for a mom to be like, okay, you can go, and I'm not going to hold on to you too hard.
Exactly.
But Apple's just got a big role, an acting role.
I'm really proud of her.
I know you
it's
are.
Really thrilling.
Jude Law is in it.
Jude Law's in it, and Owen Wilson.
I mean, it's incredible. Which, of course, you were with Jude Law in The Talented Mr. Ripley way back when.
That's right.
Good. I had it just to show the
look
pic.
at that. Yeah.
I know. And Moses is doing music.
He is. He's signed to Interscope Records.
Oh
he's
my gosh.
An amazing band. They're called People I've Met, and he's such a nice boy.
What do you, like, if any, advice do you give them, and do they take it? About being in, like, a high-profile line of work, like both of those things are.
That it's hard. It's a difficult road, but it's worth pursuing if that's, you know, their absolute truth, and not to read anything about themselves.
Oh, word up on that one. By the way, I talked about our last interview. You know, we did get our ears pierced last time.
That was so fun.
I know. So what should we do for an encore?
I don't know. You got a tattoo with Drew.
I did get a tattoo with Drew, but we could, I don't know, matching tattoos. We can workshop it. There we are. With our, we just missed it. We just, we'll come up with something.
Okay, good.
But you're going to come back and cook for us.
Yes, I am.
This is a Goop Kitchen recipe that we're making.
This is the Goop Kitchen turkey meatballs we're going to make.
All right, good. Gwyneth, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
It's always fun to see you. Right now, we will send it to Al in Orlando, get a check of the weather.
I love watching this. Just 2 pals hanging out. It's fantastic. All right. Thanks, guys. Let's show you what we've got going on as far as your weather for today. We are looking at some severe storms making their way through the mid-Atlantic states today. Heavy rain down through the Gulf. Some rainfall rates 2 to 3 inches per hour. Few record highs up across the northern and western plains. And look for some rain and snow making its way into the interior Southwest. That's what's going on around the country. There's what's happening in your neck of the woods. That's your latest weather. Best time of the morning.
All right, Uncle Al, thanks so much. First up, we got To Infinity and Beyond. We're talking about Toy Story 5 this morning. Pixar released a new trailer for the beloved franchise's upcoming installment, where we find our favorite toys at odds with a new digital device.
I'm gonna let this device know how things are run around here.
Try to stay calm, Jesse.
I'm the definition of calm.
It's not gonna work.
I want to talk to you, device.
Not touching, Jessica.
She used the J word.
Scandal.
Hi! Come on!
She's getting away, bud.
Enjoy the garage, Stuffalo Bill.
Stuffalo Bill.
Pixar also announcing two major stars who are joining the voice cast of that. Global superstar Bad Bunny is going to voice a toy named Pizza with sunglasses, who indeed looks like a cheesy slice wearing some shades. And then Alan Cumming is also joining the ensemble as Evil Bullseye. Toy Story 5 comes out next month. Excited for that.
So they're mad at the technology.
Yes. I'm pulling for the toys.
I feel like I'm mad at the technology.
I know. A lot of parents will like that premise.
How do you not pull for like Slinky?
Of course.
But what if Slinky gets distracted by the device? Slinky gets on Roblox. It could be like a plot.
Not Slinky.
Yeah, once Slinky gets going down the stairs, he can't stop. He can't get back up there, so it's all good. Next up is Dutton Ranch, the newest spinoff of Yellowstone, and that universe just came out. It's already delivering high-stakes drama and small-town tensions.
This life here is gonna work, isn't it?
We'll make it work. Welcome to Texas, honey.
To beautiful, beautiful Texas.
You bought the Edwards Ranch. It's the Dutton Ranch now.
This whole universe is working out well because Madison is great.
I heard it was great.
This one's my favorite though because Rip and Beth are so fun to follow. But that's them
and
now.
It takes place in Texas.
They're played by Kelly Riley and Cole Hauser, and they purchased a ranch in Texas and trying to find a new beginning. First two episodes they're already made available, and the show's reached 12.9 million views globally over just 7 days. That becomes the biggest series launch ever for Paramount Plus. Speaking of big premieres, we've got Off Campus up next. The buzzy new rom-com series has reached a big milestone.
Oh, that's...
Whoa, easy.
If we're gonna be fake dating, there needs to be real kissing.
I just met you.
When that we're hooking up, you can't blush whenever I come near you.
You're very sure of yourself. What's wrong, Graham? You said we needed practice.
Pretend you like me.
Is he looking?
No. He's looking now.
No.
All right, the show, which follows the love lives of college hockey players,
Is it love?
is the third most, the lust lives.
It might just be attraction. It could be attraction.
Third most watched debut series in the history of Prime Video. The streamer says the series reached 36 million viewers in just its first 12 days of streaming.
When they were here, either last week or the week before, they talked about their chemistry test, and they said
it was on.
They knew like that
on,
that it was
so awkward.
That is.
How do you are they married?
You know.
They are not married.
No, I know not to each other, but to other people.
Well, I
don't know. It just feels like I could never do that.
It's on.
But
it's on.
Chemistry can just be chemistry. It doesn't have to be,
Love.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be terrible.
Did you hear what Carson goes? He goes, if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Okay.
Guys, let me end on this.
He's got 4 kids. He knows.
Pop culture. It's the only time I knew. Pop culture Jeopardy. A new episode of the quiz show just dropped. We couldn't help but notice some familiar faces. They're our very own producers. That's Matt and Bonnie, guys. They work here at the Today Show. Let's look at their debut.
Alicia Keys wrote this anthem to female strength after being inspired by the tagline of a L'Oreal ad she saw on TV. Matthew.
What is Here's to the Underdogs?
No. What is A Woman's Worth? But I like that Bonnie whispered, "It's okay, you tried."
Oh, no. What happened?
Why do we show that clip?
Wait, can we go to Matt? Matt's down in Orlando.
Matt Gallo, if you had produced that segment, you would have shown a clip where you got the answer right.
Did you get anything right?
We got many right.
I would have loved to have
It was
seen
impressive how many we got right.
Thank you, Matt.
But who produced Pop Star today? Because
I don't know.
Yes, Emily's.
Maybe you only got one wrong.
It was a lot of fun.
It was noteworthy. You guys had a blast?
It was a lot of fun. Colin was awesome. it's down to the buzzer, and because we. In pop culture, we knew
Don't
so
tell
many
us, though.
things, but
all right, we gotta go.
It's a rap, Matt. We know what that means. Hard rap, Matt. Okay, after your little pause.
I'll keep back after this.
Okay, are we? Maybe.
Yeah.
All right, without further ado, fresh from the oven, Chef Jens Dahlman, the VP of Culinary Operations here. So this is the Carson Daly cheesy potato pizza. It's a thick dough, right? Like a Roman style dough. Take a look at that. And it's got cheese and a little fontina cheese and garlic sauce. And it's got little slices of potato. Carson, what was the genesis of this recipe?
Chef, great job with that. Appreciate you bringing out. Yeah, we do so many pizzas during football season.
Yes.
On Sunday, we have like a little test kitchen going. And we did like a deconstructed baked potato kind of vibe. And it just came out. Everybody loved it. So we invite you. I'm super psyched that it's at the Today Cafe in Orlando. If you're there, go have a slice. It's a light little slice for your walk around the park.
That's right. And it's available June 9th here at the Today Cafe. Here, just take a big hunk right there. Here, you guys share. Just tear it apart and rip it apart. Just go in there. Get in there. Get it. All right, guys. It's fantastic, and it's got plenty of gluten in case you're missing.
Yeah, the Roman style especially.
I love it. It looks delicious.
Well, thank you guys very much. We're very excited.
It's really good, Carson.
A little pop star pizza for you there.
We'll see you at 9
That's in the Today Show cookbook too, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Oh, good.
Debbie will kill me if I don't plug that. So go get the cookbook too.
Today.com.
We're back 8:37 with an important story as we mark Women's Health Month. 1 in 5 women will develop Alzheimer's in their lifetime, and yet experts say for many women, brain health is simply not a part of the conversation or a priority. So we're joined this morning by Emma Hemming-Willis. She's the co-creator and chief impact officer of Make Time Wellness. She's also caregiver to her husband, the actor Bruce Willis, and also with us, Nicole Berkins, the brand's scientific advisor. And we've got everything women really need to know to start to take care of their brains and make this a priority. Emma, Dr. Berkins, nice to have you here. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
I want to talk about this because it's such an important and I really think undercovered topic, but we always want to check in on Bruce, the kids, how you're doing. How's it going?
We're doing well. My husband is, he's supported and loved, and we're doing the best we can. Under the circumstances.
Yeah, we'll talk about being a caregiver because that's a role that many, many women play and is directly impacted in this conversation about brain health. Yeah. So you founded a company called Make Time Wellness. Tell me about this journey. When did you figure out that brain health is something that you needed to be focused on and that was a message you wanted to share?
Yeah, so a few years ago, I was experiencing a crazy amount of brain fog. I went to my doctor. I was telling him my symptoms, and he basically dismissed me, saying, you know what, you're stressed, you're not sleeping enough, you have mommy brain, don't worry, you're going to be just fine. And I remember leaving and thinking, like, that wasn't the answer that I wanted. Yeah. I sought after a brain health specialist who introduced me to this term, brain health, and changing my lifestyle to support, my brain. And through that lifestyle change and a fistful of vitamins, the fog started to lift. I started to feel much better, but I was like, this isn't sustainable. The amount of vitamins that I'm taking multiple times a day. And I said to my co-founder, I wish I could put all of these supplements into something easy, like a drink powder or a gummy. And that's what we did. And that's how Make Time Wellness was born.
So this isn't a matter of like, oh, and then I was diagnosed with XYZ. It's about, and then I started prioritizing my brain health, and this is how we did it. Obviously, your company has these supplements, but Nicole, you talk about the 5 pillars of brain health. What are they, and how can we, make changes that are very practical and doable today for people who are watching?
Yeah, and I think the practical, doable piece is so critical, especially for women in middle age and beyond who have so much going on. And there's so many things that we can do to support our brain health now and for the future. So we at Make Time Wellness really talk about those 5 pillars of nutrition, movement, sleep, which is a huge one, connection with other people.
Wait, I like how you call it movement, not exercise.
I know, yeah.
Now, look how we put exercise, and when I see exercise, I get depressed and feel bad about myself.
I
but
talk about it as movement.
I'm into.
That's right, because we just want people moving their bodies. Yeah. It's so essential. And if we think, especially as busy women, oh, I need this whole gym routine, I got to carve out all this time, we don't do it. And it can be as simple as getting up and walking around during the day, doing some movement between meetings or with the kids when they get home from school. Moving our body is so impactful for our brain.
You talk talk a lot about like stacking. So, for example, socializing and doing IRL in real life with a friend. And say walking. So maybe walking with a friend. Is that kind of the concept?
And that's what we say. Like, grab a friend, go for a walk, talk about your problems. You know, being with someone, being in community connection is really so beneficial for our brain health. We think we're connecting by being on social media. We're in such a disconnected world. It's so important for, you know, one-on-one.
You were talking, Nicole, to our producer about like challenging your brain for looking for those opportunities. We've gotten so, I mean, technology is great, but we've gotten kind of lazy. Like I put the GPS in to go home. Why? My brain knows how to go. What are some examples of ways that we can challenge ourselves and keep flexing those brain muscles?
Well, we want to keep doing that because we want to keep those parts of our brain sharp. And what we're seeing in the research is the more we default to tech, the less sharp we get in those parts of our brain. So things like if you know where you're going, don't use the GPS, rely on your brain. Also a tip that I use, you know, when you have to get verification codes and all those things that they send, and it makes it easy for us now. It's like copy and paste. No. Take a moment, take it in, memorize it, hold it in your brain, and then put it in yourself without defaulting to
You know, free advertisement for Mahjong. I have to say, because that, you know, it's these kinds of games, whatever you're into, bridge or rummy or whatever it is, like you play a game, you have a friend, that's stacking, right?
Absolutely.
And learning something new.
That's
really important for your brain too.
Yeah, a lot of people say actually like exercising with a little bit of choreography is a great thing because you're combining the physical with the mental.
Absolutely. Dancing's great if you like that. Even with your kids in the kitchen or living room.
Do some of those TikTok videos. The tweens love that, don't they? Yeah, when you just try to do their dances.
Totally embarrass ourselves.
I know. You have 2 kids now. I mean, 2 tweens.
I have tweens. Thankfully, they're not on TikTok. They're not into social media. They roll their eyes at me because I am. They're like, oh, but you know.
Yeah.
It's what it is.
I mean, it is like kids do keep us young, but we talked about caregiving. You just did a wonderful night with the Elizabeth Dole Foundation caregivers. And that's another thing that I think that when you are caregiving in whatever capacity it may be, we don't necessarily prioritize this.
Yeah, and what I've learned is that it's so important to care for ourselves. And if we're not caring for ourselves, how can we care for the people that we love in our lives? So it's really important to prioritize our health, to prioritize our brain health. You know, 1 in 5 women will get Alzheimer's versus 1 in 10 men. So, you know, at Make Time Wellness, we're really having an empowering conversation that there are actually actionable things that we can do today to support our brain tomorrow.
All right, it's a good conversation. We're just getting started. I'll teach you Mahjong.
Okay, good.
Okay, Emma, Nicole, thank you so much. And they'll be back a little bit later with Jenna and Chanel. Jenna's a shark on Mahjong, so watch out for her.
Hey, welcome back with Memorial Day behind us. It's now time to stock up on those summer essentials. And you don't have to break the bank to do it. Shop Today executive editor Adriana Brock is here. She's got us covered with her favorite finds, all of them under $40. And of course, you just scan that QR code right below me to shop along. Adriana, welcome back.
Hey, good
Let's
to be
start
here.
with summer skincare.
Yeah, summer skincare. So when you're getting ready for the summer, you want your skin to be soft, smooth, and exfoliated. And this is an awesome Japanese towel from a brand called Goshi that I'm obsessed with. We use this at home too. It's kind of a little bit better than a loofah or a brush or using a bar of soap. This is made with a mesh that's really soft, but still gonna gently exfoliate your skin, prep it a little bit better than a brush and a loofah, and get it ready for summer. And I love that it's really extra large.
Yes.
So you can get your back too,
Yeah,
which is always the hardest part sometimes.
And once you've exfoliated, then it's time to moisturize.
Moisturize. This is another Japanese beauty find. This is from Curel, which you can actually get at a drugstore here.
You use this?
I actually use this. I carry the mini version in my bag at all times. And it's great because it's a really fine mist. I'm going to spray it here. Get you guys all nice and moisturized over here behind the cameras. And it's a really fine mist. And this is great because it's made with ceramides, which dermatologists say are great for your skin barrier. And ceramides are what help your skin retain moisture. So you're not just hydrating it, you're helping it stay moisturized.
Feels like everyone's talking about ceramides right now.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got our skin moisturized.
Yes.
Now we've got to protect it.
You've got to protect it. And we all have to wear sunscreen when we're out all summer long. But do you ever know when you need to reapply your sunscreen? No. Most people don't even know.
Especially with kids.
Especially with kids. So I texted our friend, Dr. Dendi Engelman. She's a board-certified dermatologist. You know her. And she said you need to apply every 2 hours or after excessive swimming or sweating.
Okay.
So keep that in mind. And this is going to help you with it. This is from Spot My UV. These are UV detection stickers. And we love these at Shop Today. because they're purple. Purple means you're not protected. So you're going to put one on your skin. We have some photos and some B-roll of how it works. So you put it on your skin, you apply your sunscreen, and they're going to turn clear when you're protected, but then go back to purple when you need to reapply.
And you can use them on kids.
You could use it on kids, on anybody. It's a great hack for the summer.
This is a great way to keep your valuables safe on the go.
Yeah, so this is a travel jewelry case. It was actually invented by a mom, and she was on Shark Tank when she lost her wedding ring at the gym. And so she wanted to create a portable jewelry case that everybody can use, and you could fit actually a lot in here. You could fit some rings, some delicate necklaces, a little bit of earrings.
Oh, that's
and
a
what's
great
genius
idea,
is
too.
it's so small, but then it comes with the little clasp, right? So you could attach it to your bag. You could attach it to your gym bag, your travel bag, your purse. Great for the beach, travel, on the go, all the things.
Lots of folks using water bottles this time of year, especially.
Yes.
How do you keep them clean?
Exactly. Keeping them clean is probably the hardest part. In my house, we use sippy cups, tumblers, all the things. And this is a 6-pack of bottle brush cleaners. My favorite brush is the detailer because you can really get inside those like crevices, the silicone in here that gets really gross and grimy. Think about your smoothies, your electrolytes, all the things you use your bottles for. And then if you want to upgrade it, you know, when they get kind of smelly, the bottle bright tabs. This is genius. You put it in water, 15 to 20 minutes. It's going to fizz up. I think we have some video of how it works. And that's going to get rid of the odor. You could use it on everything.
This is your must-pack find of the season.
I love this thing. We take it to the shore all the time. This is a packable beach blanket that's made to resist
one of those.
sand and water. And so it's genius because you can fit the whole family on here. It's 9 by 10 feet. It's so lightweight, and it's somehow you just shake off the sand. It's so easy, and then you pack it right back up. So it comes with the stakes. You could use it at the beach, at the playground, at the park, all the things.
Oh, that's cheaper than the one we have.
Yeah, this one's great.
Last but certainly not least, I love it when you feature a book.
I love a
great
book,
for the summer.
Yes, this is such a great book for the summer. If you guys are looking for a beach read, we've got to give a shout out to Have a Great Summer from our Shop Today editor, Francesca Cacci. This is her debut novel. It just came out yesterday.
I love
it's
that.
a dual timeline. It's set in the Jersey Shore. It's got romance. It's fun. It's nostalgic. So if you guys love rom-coms and a little bit of the beach read and romance, this is the book. It's already a top seller on Amazon.
Of course it is.
Are we surprised?
It just came out, so
I love that.
thank you
the
guys
first
so
of
much.
many
You guys
books.
should grab it.
Adriana, thank you. To shop these picks, scan the QR code, or you can do it the old-fashioned way, today.com/shop. Oh, Savannah.
All right, Craig. Well, guess what? We're going to have some better for you meatballs straight from the Goop Kitchen, premiering here at NYC. And Gwyneth, you're going to teach us. This is a family recipe that you love.
It is.
It's delicious. We're going to have a little turkey meatball and pasta. But first, this is Today on NBC. We are back with Today Food and our very special guest this morning, Oscar winner and Goop founder and CEO Gwyneth Paltrow. She's going to show us how to make one of her favorite dishes, turkey meatballs and a classic tomato sauce, just like the ones you can get at Goop Kitchen, including its new location here in New York. Okay, GP, you are a real chef. I see you cooking all the time. You do the boyfriend breakfast for your honey, for Brad.
On Instagram, usually every Saturday. Sometimes I forget or I'm traveling, so I don't, but yes.
You really love being in the kitchen.
I love being in the kitchen. I find it very grounding, and you know, some people, understandably, like my mom, gets very stressed out in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And for me, it's the opposite. Like I feel very calm and grounded. I'm not thinking about anything else.
That's when I find the food's at its best, because that's when you're cooking with love. Like when you're patient with it and you're enjoying the process. If you're stressed, it's like, what are you making?
Yeah.
You know, the stress transfers.
Right.
All right, so how hard is this? Where do you want to start?
This is so not hard at all. This is just, so basically just cut some mushrooms. It can just be sort of a rough dice. It doesn't have to be too crazy.
You're very courageous cutting with a sharp knife on live TV.
I know. I was saying one time I was cutting
Should I put these in?
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you. Live TV, and I almost lost a finger.
Yes, I know. See, so that's right.
But it can be sort of that size, right?
Yeah.
So you want to just make sure
mushrooms.
your mushrooms are clean.
Okay.
Carson has very kindly put
Garlic
them into my...
already went in.
Okay, I would have done that later, but whatever.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Okay.
Once your mushrooms are sweat, then you want the mushrooms in there. You want them to also sweat out, and then put the garlic in last couple minutes.
Okay, good.
And you want it to look like this.
Oh, that's what your mash is going to look like.
This is what the mash is going to look like.
Okay, that's helpful.
And then you're going to take the mash and add it to the turkey. Now, we do gluten-free, grain-free turkey meatballs because at Goop Kitchen, we like to offer something that's really healthy.
Dylan's son is gluten-free, so you're getting a vote.
So I make gluten-free everything.
Okay, so everything at Goop Kitchen is gluten-free. allergen-free. You can get things soy-free, vegan, however you want. And I'm going to add about a cup of Parmesan.
Great.
You also, if you want to avoid dairy, one trick that I do is I dice up arugula and I put it in.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
It sounds weird, but it kind of adds like a nice texture to it, and it's delicious.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Egg.
thank you. Egg is going to bind it up. We've got some basil. We've got some parsley.
Oregano.
Some herbs.
Thank you very much.
You've got it.
And then you're gonna, if I was doing this at home, I would do it with my hands, but I don't have a sink and
So what is the Goop Kitchen exactly? I know there's a bunch of spots in LA. It's new to New York, but is it just like a restaurant or?
It's takeout and delivery only.
Okay.
Essentially, like, we started it to help busy working parents to be able to feel really good about takeout for their families. So we have like a whole rotisserie menu, a pizza menu, and
okay,
then
wait, we have 30 seconds.
Oh, sorry.
Is that true?
But wait, you marinate.
We haven't done anything
Don't
yet.
you marinate your?
So then-
I mean, not marinate, refrigerate.
You want to shape your meatballs.
Yes.
Stick them in the fridge so they retain
For 8 hours.
It doesn't have to be 8.
Oh,
by the
okay,
way.
okay.
Then you want to bung them in an oven, like 400 degrees for about 15 minutes. Then, okay, the sauce. This is chili flakes, onion, garlic. Oh, you want to put in your
This is delicious, guys.
tomato
It works out in the
paste.
end. Don't worry about it.
Until it gets nice and.
Find this recipe online.
Goop Kitchen, New York City, and then what?
I ran out of time.
I know.
It's all right.
It's our fault.
Not your fault.
We're
But how
chatting with
good
you.
is it?
Thanks, Gwyneth.
Yummy.
Delicious.
Quick check your news and weather now.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.